And we're back with the Lost Eagle Eyes Mysteries episode for a little while because, yeah, the episodes are long and. Uh, yes. That. This one. And that one. Oh, for goodness sakes. Alright. That one. This one. That one. Ah. Now that we've found the right clues, listen carefully. If the card is real, don't worry about who buried it in the park. Select the card. If it's a fake, pick the person who created the fake card. It's a real card.
You figured it out.
You're right. The Wagner card is real, but unfortunately for Michael and Christopher, it isn't worth a lot of money.
Let's check the evidence.
Let's check the evidence. Michael and Christopher Gallen and their dog Cassie found an old tin box. In the box was an old baseball card that said Wagner, Boston M.A. Honus Wagner was one of the greatest shortstops of all time. Michael and Christopher recognized the name on the card because they'd heard it at Hill's baseball card shop. They knew if it was really Honus Wagner, the card was worth thousands of dollars. Mrs. Menensky told us that she sold an old tin box to Mark Moretti. He found an old silver spoon in another box, so it's possible Mrs. Menensky's uncle hid a card in Mark's box many years ago. That came out really dirty. Hid something in Mark's box. Yeah. Mark probably found the Wagner card in the box and didn't realize Mrs. Menensky didn't know it was in there. He thought that if he showed it to her, that she would keep it or sell it for herself. He said nothing and bought the tin box with the card. Mark buried the card in Riverside Park so he could dig it up and pretend that he found it by himself. He thought that he could sell the Wagner card for thousands and thousands of dollars and keep every penny for himself. But at the library we learned that Honus Wagner played for Pittsburgh in 1910. There was another shortstop named Wagner in the 1910 card set, Herney Wagner, and he played for Boston in the American League. You figured it out. The card was a real Herney Wagner. Herney's a stupid name. Hey, did you see the Courier? Resulka and the baseball cards made headlines. Yeah, it's too bad the card wasn't worth a lot of money, but Resulka sure made Mrs. Menensky happy by showing it belonged to her family. Often memories are worth more than money, and that's why this memory deserves its place in our scrapbook.
Excellent. Wow.
Crayfish saves swimmer. Impossible, but true. Old baseball card found buried in park. A lost baseball card went home today to the family of a boy who collected it 83 years ago. Brothers Michael and Christopher Gallen found a 1910 baseball card buried in Riverside Park yesterday. Resulka of the Eagle Eye Detective Agency traced the card back to Mrs. Menensky, who had sold what she thought was an empty tin box to, as of yet, unidentified person. We know who it is. Noticing that the card was inside the box marked Wagner by the purchaser, the purchaser mistook it for the valuable Honus Wagner baseball card worth tens of thousands of dollars. We believe that that person buried the card in a tin box in the ground so that no one else could share his profit when he discovered it in the park, said Jennifer Eagle. Ironically, the card is worth less than $20 all along. Instead of being a rare Honus Wagner card, the card is of Herney Wagner, no relation to Honus, who played shortstop for the Boston Red Sox in the early 1900s. In its condition, the Herney Wagner is only worth a couple of dollars, but as a reward for their honesty, Mrs. Menensky presented Michael and Christopher with $10 each when they returned the card. I hope the person who buried the card learns a lesson, said Jennifer. He found the card that he thought was valuable. He was greedy and he didn't return it to its owner. Now he has no card, and no $10 reward. Crime doesn't pay, Moriarty. Crime doesn't pay. But as you can see, oh my god. It's actually... Wait, this can't be right. I could have sworn that... Challenge book. It's not even book 3, it's challenge book. Which means it's difficult. Oh, maybe we will play this straight away. Anyways, you can see Eagle Eyes Mysteries is not going to be going for a lot longer. Good God. Oh. Well, I guess we'll see you in the next episode whenever I do it, which won't be straight away, but I think it will be definitely soon. So, hope to see you for the challenge. Bye bye.